Understand. Your mind is weaker than your emotions, but you become aware of this weakness only in moments of adversity, precisely the time when you need strength. What best equips you to cope with the heat of battle is neither more knowledge nor more intellect. What makes your mind stronger and more able to control your emotions is internal discipline and toughness. No one can teach you this skill. You cannot learn it by reading about it. Like any discipline, it can come only through practice, experience, even a little suffering. An active life serves the purpose of giving man the opportunity to realize values in creative work, while a passive life of enjoyment affords him the opportunity to obtain fulfillment in experiencing beauty, art, or nature. But there is also purpose in that life which is almost barren of both creation and enjoyment, and which admits of but one possibility of high moral behavior, namely in man's attitude to his existence, an existence restricted by external forces. A creative life and a life of enjoyment are banned to him. But not only creativeness and enjoyment are meaningful. If there is a meaning in life at all, then there must be a meaning in suffering. Suffering is an ineradicable part of life, even as fate and death. Without suffering and death, human life cannot be complete. As his mind becomes purer and his emotions come under control, his thoughts become clearer and his instincts truer. As he learns to live more and more in harmony with his higher self, his body's natural intuition becomes active of itself. The result is that false desires and unnatural instincts which have been imposed upon it by others or by himself will become weaker and fall away entirely in time. This may happen without any attempt to undergo an elaborate system of self-discipline on his part. Yet it will affect his way of living, his diet, his habits. False cravings, like the craving for smoking tobacco, will vanish of their own accord. False appetites, like the appetite for alcoholic liquor or flesh food, will likewise vanish. But the more deep-seated the desire, the longer it will take to uproot it, except in the case of some who will hear and answer a heroic call for an abrupt change. Persistence and variety. These are the two primary ways to develop great ideas or to solve important problems. Keep leaning your head against a topic for a long time, certainly for weeks, possibly for years, and along the way, try many lines of attack. Continue to generate options, explore paths, and propose silly ideas. Copy and paste concepts from widely different disciplines and see if it gets you anywhere. All of the while, continue to refine the best solution you've found thus far. What looks like genius may simply be the byproduct of persistence and variety. The tendency to avoid challenges is so omnipresent in human beings that it can properly be considered a characteristic of human nature. But calling it natural does not mean it is essential or beneficial or unchangeable behavior. It is also natural to defecate in our pants and never brush our teeth. Yet we teach ourselves to do the unnatural until the unnatural becomes itself second nature. Indeed, all self-discipline might be defined as teaching ourselves to do the unnatural, another characteristic of human nature. Perhaps the one that makes us most human is our capacity to do the unnatural, to transcend and hence transform our own nature.